Yeah. Oh, hey, hey. I think we are in there. Boom. In there like swimwear. Sweet. All right. We'll see if anybody shows up. Yo, 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 yo. Boom. Yes. Who's back? Let's see. I need to. Okay. I got it now. Boom. Boom. Kiana. Hey. What's going on? You're actually the reason why I'm on here today. I said, I keep telling people I'm gonna make one. You had checked up on me and everything. Yeah, I told you I was gonna make a video, so here I am making a video. I was just about to get up from here and go out my office and go chill on the couch or something and watch something. I said, you know what? Let me jump on live tonight and see what's cracking. See what's cracking. So many things have changed. I didn't realize it said the last live I did was that can't be right though. It said like a year ago. I know. Dang, that might be true. Because I don't know that I've done a live since COVID. How is everyone? Everyone's good, man. Everyone's good. I don't know. I hear some noise outside. Dang, it was before the pandemic. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy for real. Um, everybody good. The kids is out there making some noise. I can hear even through my headphones. Uh, the old lady's out having fun with her friends out at some cabana or something tonight, which is good. And I'm wrapping my day up, work day up, 7:06 here now. I got a big TV screen on the wall over here with the time on it. So yeah, man, been busy. I'm glad all is well. I'm glad all is well too. It's been a crazy year since the last um, live stream, man. I've been through so much stuff. I mean, nothing bad, just a lot of work, a lot of different kinds of work and stuff like that. So, and other things, stock market stuff has been good to me. Um, a lot of work stuff. A what else? Just period. There's been a lot going on in my personal life, I guess I should say. Yeah, 2020 was crazy for everybody. I mean, it wasn't even really it wasn't a big change for me personally. For other members of the family, the kids and the old lady, yeah, of course, when it first hit, couldn't go anywhere. Everybody was scared and wiping down everything and all that stuff. But once things kind of got to the new normal, as they say, where everybody's just wearing masks everywhere. Yeah, there were restrictions. The biggest change is we couldn't go out to eat the way that we used to. We used to go out to eat a lot, I think. But then they restricted the all the restaurants here in Vegas to where I think it was what 20% 25% capacity or something, and you had to make reservations in advance to go anywhere. Just all that stuff was the biggest change that I noticed for me personally. But my life was pretty much sitting in this office, working all the time. Um, yeah, I think I did one stream maybe during the pandemic, but I really struggle with I struggle with thinking of what would be valuable, right? So I want to get back to making um, not live streams, but regular videos, right? But the things that would be valuable, I always doubt myself over what things I think people would find of value. Because I'm doing a lot of stuff. While I'm working, I've really gotten into, I don't know, finance, like investing and stuff. Like while I'm here working, I usually have YouTube up and going, and I watch a lot of this guy's channel called Meet Kevin, and he was going over stimulus stuff when that was first coming out, um, politics stuff when that was going on, all because it relates to um, finance. He's a real estate guy, but his channel blew up on YouTube like in a year. He got like millions of or hundreds of thousands of subscribers from the content that he was doing because he was providing a lot of value, and that made me think like, man, what can you put out there to the world that's of value? Like, I don't want to do I don't want to do coding tutorials. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the channel Black Knight Coding, um, that would be the expected thing almost, is to have coding tutorials. And I just don't want to do coding tutorials, like because there are so many other channels that do it so well, you know, like Traversy Media and, you know, people like that, like they're killing the coding tutorial game. So I don't know what I could bring to that discussion that would be of value. So I mean, that's really what's been going on, and why you haven't seen any videos from me. It's like I don't know if people would be into, and I don't know if the things that I'm into right now would be fit for a coding channel. Like this is Black Knight Coding, and I went back and forth and said, well, do I create a new channel? Do I just change the channel name to something more general? Um, I don't even know. Like we shot some videos. I shot a video, and my old lady shot a video for a new channel that was going to be more of a not a vlog style, but like a family lifestyle channel. You know, we already got the channel name and all that. I forget what it is. I think it was like a night's life or something like that, right? Um, so, but I got the videos, but I never put them out. I never edit to them and put them out. So um, it's just kind of been so. I just been working, man. Work, making the money. You know me, I likes the money. Got pulled back into QA testing. Haven't tested any code for a while. Yeah, I know how that goes, man. Little project I'm working on now, small team that's accomplishing a lot. Um, I have two QA testers, and I see, the grind there, QA testing. So I got much respect for QA, man, and the things they do. Even though sometimes it can feel like QA and developers are at odds because they're constantly going back to the developers, say, "Hey, this ain't working this way," and when I did this, it ain't working right, And developers is like, "Stop breaking my stuff." But it's a good relationship between developers and QA because the end goal is to make the best product possible. So QA thinks of edge cases that developer usually doesn't think of or might not think of when they're developing. So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I mean, that might be a value is to speak about. I don't know any QA channels, of people that are in QA that are sharing that knowledge and that experience on YouTube. I'm sure maybe if I search for that, you might find some QA people. I'm sure they're out there. I feel like YouTube has everything now. Like there's nothing that you can't find on YouTube. So I hope maybe you might consider that, telling it through the eyes of QA. I got pulled in on a project to help build an automation repository. Oh, doing some automation testing. Man, that's dope. That's even better. You might, you should start a channel, Kiana. Hey, you check in on me, I'm gonna check in on you. You should start a channel about QA, what it's like to be in QA, automation testing, just your experience there. I think that would be pretty dope. Pretty dope. I will tell you that the development community and industry, yeah, think about it. Think about it. I'm telling you, that would be a value to a bunch of people. It could open up and expose that industry to a lot of people that had never thought of it before. Man, it's crazy. Man, my whole setup has changed and everything since then. Let me see if I can get some more light going. Let's go to uh, this. A little better. Yeah, that's a little better. That'll work. Um, I got this whole new setup, this 49-inch display. It's like huge. And then to be overkill, because I always got to be extra, I have a second 49-inch display on top of that. And then a 27-inch display that's turned portrait style beside those two. Uh, just too much. Too much. What are other things that have changed? Um, Personal life, I bought the old lady a car. I got rid of my baby. I don't know if I had even talked about that. I had a Mercedes E63 AMG that I got rid of to buy her a GLE 350 Mercedes truck. She wanted the Mercedes truck. And we didn't have that thing a year. And she said, I think it's a little too small. I missed my third row. At that point, we had a Honda Pilot and her Mercedes truck. So then, not doing it big, man. I work hard for this money. Don't get it twisted. I be in this room from like I wake up anywhere from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the norm. And I'm in this room usually until 9 or 10 a.m. at night. So I don't even know how many hours that is. If it's 6 to 6, that's 12, plus three more is 15, 16 hours. Anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a day, I sit in this room doing stuff to make that happen. But she wanted a new car, so we bought her. She wanted a Discovery, Land Rover Discovery. So we bought her a Land Rover Discovery, sold the Honda Pilot, then I kept the GLE 350, paid it off, and now she's driving that. And then I just put in an order for a Tesla. That has been one of my dream cars for a long time, but I just never felt I was ready financially for a Tesla, for the Tesla that I wanted. I wanted the big boy Model X with the gold wing doors and all that, fancy stuff. And then when they came out and said they were going to do a refresh, uh, a facelift of them, I was like, okay, I gotta have it. So I gotta order in for that. It ain't gonna be ready until June though. Um, I don't know what else has been going on. A lot of business stuff. on the business side. I feel like I got my business together. Um, yeah, I guess because she's gotten the last couple of cards. I think it's my turn. And I'm a big, I'm a big like these are such bad financial decisions too. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? Screw it. You know, really screw it. I did really well in Tesla. I got into Tesla when Tesla was 200, between 200 and $250 a share. And I was buying these shares because I remember the old lady was like, "You spending $200 a pop on Tesla shares?" And I was like, "Yep." And then those Tesla shares went from $200 up to, what did it go up to? 2,000. I know it went past 2,000. Was it 3 grand? It was like close to $3,000, I think. And then they split 5 to 1. So for every share I got five of them, and they split back down, divided by five. I think it dropped to $400. And then that $400 is now back up to like six something, and they've been as high as like nine something. Again, times five. So I did quite well investing in Tesla. So I feel like I've got money to splurge, you know, and do things like that. Because yeah, it was definitely a good year for that. I got the rest of my business stuff together though. Finally got a bookkeeper, full-time bookkeeper, and found a really good CPA to do all my stuff. So I use QuickBooks religiously to track everything. I got actual business credit cards that are I can put all the business. So I just got all that tracking of stuff together so that my business stuff is like cool. Like it's totally separate from that. And I learned about the write-offs and everything. The reason we keep getting these trucks, big cars, is because you can do the section whatever quick depreciation on stuff. So it helps keep my tax burden down. I got Tesla Solar. I think I had that before I did the last thing. Tesla Solar. So that was a tax credit rather. So I've been getting smart and educated about how to do things smartly, so that I can make money and not have to give all of it back to Uncle Sam. Um, and so many things. When I first met my CPA, he said, "Oh, you just do software development, so you really don't have many deductions. Just a computer every now and then." And I found out, I was like, "No, so many things, so many things are deductions when it comes to software, because you can do research and development on just about anything, right? Was the solar super expensive or comparable? That depends. That depends on what you consider expensive. Solar was $44,000 altogether. Um, so for my setup, I have a 10 kilowatt setup. I forget exactly how many panels, but it was a lot because they got them all on one side. They had to put some on the back, and then two panels on the front eave too, to get that 10 kilowatts. And I have um, two power walls as well, Tesla power walls. So um, I forgot I'm on VPN. So I'm streaming on VPN, not my fast internet. But anyway, it seems like it's okay. I think I just buffered a little bit. So walls plus the solar. The solar itself, I think it was about, I think it was power walls, and then the rest. So 30,000 was the solar. Yeah, and it's been working out. It's been working out good for me. I mean, we basically traded out a power bill for a solar bill if you're not going to pay it off outright. If you ain't got 40 grand, 30 grand sitting around, if you're just getting solar panels, or if you want to get the batteries too, 40 grand sitting around for um, that whole setup, then you get a loan on it, a solar loan. Um, and they're 20-year loans. So you take that amount, 44,000, and you spread it over 20 years. I think the payment comes out to, it's like a couple $100 a month. So you basically trade your power bill for the solar loan bill. Um, but the interest rate was like really good, and because I was going to pay it off when I had the money. I was deciding whether I was going to pay off my solar loan or pay off the car, the her Mercedes truck, and it was a better financial decision to pay off the car because the interest rate was higher on that, as was the monthly payment on it. So it reduced our monthly net, um, or nut rather, more in a more significant way than paying off the solar. So that's what I did. Probably gonna plan on paying off the solar next, or actually paying off our Land Rover before the solar because it's the same thing. Again, with the Tesla, I'm probably gonna Turo that, and have rent it out and have the Turo rental pay for the note on it. That's the only reason I'm really getting it because I know I can offset the cost of it by putting it on Turo, and pretty much in one weekend a month can pay the note for it. You know, I don't drive a lot. Like that Mercedes is sitting out in the garage because, like I said, I spend 12, minimum of 12 to 18 hours a day sitting in this office. I don't go anywhere. And when I do, we're jumping in her car to go somewhere. So it only makes sense if I get something like that. To justify the cost of it is to have somebody else pay for it. So yeah, get some Turo income going on it too. So there's this lady on YouTube actually that Turo's. If you look up Turo, like her videos are some of the first ones to come up because um, she's been doing it for like 6 years before Turo was cool. Um, I'm just looking up now. Turo car rental. Yep, hers the first one to come up. Samia's experience. If you just type in Turo car rental, the first video that pops up is her. Um, and I floated my idea by her, and she thought it was a good idea because it's the brand new Tesla with the refresh that will be in pretty high demand. It gives me an edge over anybody else that has a Model X on Turo here locally. So, at least for the first couple of years, um, it'll definitely be a good advantage. So, I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out. Uh, what else has been going on, man? A lot of stuff on the work front. I've just been getting into a lot of other stuff. A lot of other stuff. The trucking thing, man. The truck has been parked since July of last year, and I think what I'm doing now is I had put it up for sale actually on Facebook Marketplace. Got some offers on it. Just didn't. I realized how much I don't like dealing with people. I remember I sold a. We had a Jeep Compass that I sold private party here in Vegas, and I just remember just not liking that process of dealing with people and they're him and high back and forth and they're trying to lowball you to make them feel like they got a good deal, even if what you priced it at was underneath what the market rate for it is. You can price something at $1 and somebody be like, "Can I give you 50 cents for it?" Like, come on, dude. It's $1 for a car. Like, come on. Uh, so just dealing with all of that actually made me feel like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it. Screw it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna have it brought here to Vegas. I am going to and that way it can be my own little project that I can take my time on because it needs some loving on it. It's been in the oil field for many years. Um, so I'm gonna go through it front to back, do it up nice, and put it to work. So that's gonna be the deal there. That way there's no pressure on me, like a time pressure or anything like that. I found a couple shops here in town that can work on it. They have good hourly rates, less than $100 an hour rate on it, that can fix it up, and I can park the truck there at their shop and take my time fixing it up. So that's gonna be the plan there. I already got some quotes to have it lowboy out here to Vegas from Texas, and we're gonna pay that, get it brought out here to that shop, let it set slowly but surely, do work on it, make it nice to where any driver would want to jump in it and drive it, and it'll be nice and reliable, well maintained, and you know, put it to work. So that'll be another stream of income coming in, and I got to get on this YouTube thing though. I got to get on this YouTube thing. So I'm gonna start making videos. I just don't know of what yet, but it's coming. It's coming. How long we been? 25 minutes? 26 minutes? All right, I'll go to 30 and then I'm gonna call it. Go chill out here with my kiddos and see what kind of mess they've been getting into. Have to get my income streams up. Definitely do. I mean, that's the name of the game. Because for me, like as well as I'm doing financially, um, really doing well in the stock market the past year is open my eyes to wow, that money just appeared. Now, yes, you have to, pay taxes on that money and all that good stuff. Actually, with the bill that they passed, uh, no, you still do pay taxes on that money. Okay, I'm tripping. I was thinking of something else. They had waived penalty fees for early withdrawals on 401ks. Was there a tax deferral or something like that too? I think it was something about 3 years or something. You could put it back in tax free or something like that. I don't remember, but I don't want to get into all of that. But that money was like, man, that money just appeared. I just made a good investment decision and believing in Tesla. Um, and that paid off for me like really well. And the same for people that invested in Bitcoin. I own zero Bitcoin, um, but I sure wish I did. When it dropped down back down to 6,000 or 5,000, um, I had a chance to purchase some Bitcoin, and that would have 10x to me at this point. It's above 50,000 still, I think. So whatever amount of money I would have put into it, I would have 10xed it if I would have put it into Bitcoin at that point. But I did not. And I believe in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, but I just chose to put it into Tesla instead of Bitcoin. I still 10x my money in Tesla. I mean, I can't. I'm more than 10x my money in Tesla. But I wish I was into some Bitcoin as well. I wish I was in the Bitcoin when they had what is it? Something Seal, Golden Seal, or something like. It was a poker site back in like 2012 or something, where they played in. You could. They played with Bitcoin. You bought Bitcoin as like their chips, and you. I think Bitcoin was like pennies back then, or something like that. And I would have been one of those Bitcoin millionaires if I would have done that and then just held on to some chips that I would have thought was fake money. And it turns out they had a value. Uh, it's like the guy who paid for his pizza with like 40 bitcoins or something like. No, it was some ridiculous number, like 400 bitcoins or something. And that was millions of dollars that he paid for a pizza with back in the day. But check out Investor Answers for crypto. He's really good. All right, let me type that in. I'm gonna save that. Investor Answers. Let's go. Boom. Investor Answers. Boom. There he is. Subscribe and click the bell. Perfect. Yeah, just think of different streams that you can get going. Starting a business is really the way to get some money going. Starting a business really is. which is what I have some, but never feels like enough. Yeah, of course, it never feels like enough. When you know what it could have been, it never feels like I wish I could have scratched every dollar together and dumped it into Tesla. But hindsight's 2020. You know, but there are a bunch of people, a bunch of bulls on Tesla that believe Tesla is going to go from the $700 that it's at right now to over $4,000. So that's another 4x, 5x, 6x. You can still 5, 6x your money if you put it into there. And now with places that allow you to do fractional shares, like you don't have to have $700 to buy one share. Like you can put whatever amount of money you have in, and that amount of money will still 5, 6x. Um, but I'm still putting every time I get some money, I buy more. I buy more. I buy more. I'm a long term hold. I ain't selling nothing. So I just keep putting in, keep putting in, keep putting. When they drop and have those red days and people are panicking on CNBC, I though I buy the dip. You know, keep putting in, keep putting in, keep putting in, because that's the name of the game. That is the name of the game. The game. I'm sitting here playing with. I remember I used to talk about credit cards a lot, but I haven't talked about credit cards. But we got us some. Still playing the credit card game. We, I never thought I'd have a. To me, when I was growing up, it was impressing me. I don't even know where this came from, but you knew that like American Express was like top tier. Like you got to have good credit to get American Express. Like nobody had American. I had never seen an American Express card. Um, in my life before I left Mississippi. Really before I got to Las Vegas, I had never seen an American Express card. So I got to Las Vegas in 2005, which means I was 25 years old. So my first 25 years of my life, I had never seen an American Express card, like the platinum card, the and let alone the Centurion card, the black card. But after working down on the strip in Las Vegas, you see you would see American Express like all the time. You work for one of the big casinos down on the strip, and I was front desk for a while. Then I worked concierge, and I've had I think two occasions where somebody came in. They dropped the black card on the counter, and I took the opportunity. I asked the guy. I said, after I checked him in, did my professional thing, everything. I said, would you mind if I asked you what do you do for a living? And he said, what was Las Vegas really famous for? 2008 to 2010. And I thought about it. He cut me off before I could even answer. He said foreclosures. He was a foreclosure real estate attorney. He had a real estate attorney firm. Yeah, I know. You said I have Amex for work. I wish it was mine. Mine. I know what you're saying. I know what you're talking about though. I ain't even tripping because I got one of them too, somewhere around here. Here it is. So this is. Oh shoot, where'd it go? I just had it. Here it is. Look, it still got the sticker on it because I never used it. But this was a green card. So this was for work. This company that I used to work at. They gave me they give all the employees the American Express card. If you have any employee expenses to put them on there, it's the green card. But when you leave, they part of the leaving thing, they tell you, they're going to deactivate it and you can just destroy it. So it's no longer is viable. But I got my own now. It's mine. So and it's business. So actually, I have two of them. Where's the other one? But this one is mine. This is the old lady's. But I am an authorized user. She really only got this card because uh, she saw one of her girlfriends with it, and it was pink, and she thought it was cute. She said, so and so had a pulled out their card to pay. It was American Express, and it was pink and cute. I want that. I was like, oh, you do you? Mr. Hanks just walk in here. I want an American Express card. Like she gonna snap her fingers and have me go get one. But that's pretty much what happened. And she has a couple different credit cards now, and she ain't applied for none of them. She just had me apply for them. She wanted to get something and pay on it over time. So she wanted a 0% um, APR deal. So I went and found her a 0% City, one of the City cards. Citibank had a card that was 18 months, 0%. Um, so I went and got her that card, and she bought her little home decor stuff or whatever it was she wanted on it, and she paid it off over time, 0% interest. But I found it and applied for it in her name and all this stuff. And so she wanted that American Express. I went on there and applied for it. Boom, she was approved and got it. And I said, you know what? If she can get it, and I'm the one that built her credit, because her credit was horrible. Both of my credit was horrible when we first met, like horrible. We was sad together. I said, then I probably can too. I had applied for American Express probably 6 times over the past 5 years. Got denied every time. My credit just wasn't, my file wasn't where it needed to be. But since then, I've gotten a bunch of big balance cards. I am now where I have always dreamt of being when it came to credit and credit cards and stuff like that. Like I have, let me see, Credit Karma will tell you. Uh, Boom, 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 boom. Here it is, Credit Karma. Let's take a look and see. Talk about. Here it is. Boom. There it is right there. I don't know how to get this. I wish I had one of those fancy things. I don't know if that's centered or not. We'll find out. That says you have 16 cards with $142,400 of available credit or credit limit spread out over 16 cards. So, um, yeah, this one is the business. That's what I was holding up for. I don't know if you can see. It's the business card. So it's the business gold card. So I still don't have a personal American Amex charge card, even though somebody argued with me and said these aren't charge cards anymore because technically they have a pay over time feature, which makes it act like a credit card. However, American Express will be quick to tell you that the pay over time feature um, is, well, for this is for the business gold card. At least when I talked to the lady when I activated it, she says you can only use it for charges that are over $100. So if you, as part of your business, you make a bunch of charges that are under 100, you can't pay over time on those. Like, but I don't care, period, because I don't treat um, this card like it's a credit card, regular credit card anyway. I am not a fan of paying interest, so I be paying my bill off. This is basically a debit card with benefits, with point benefits. I pay it off. Usually, I make a charge on it just to run it through that card, and then I'll go and do a payment right then, just so I don't forget. You know, so but that is what has been going on. Like I got this. Well, this is the same way. Navy Fed has been known to give large credit limits, so they gave me a um, I think a 20. This was $25,000 on this guy, and then this guy from nope. Oh, I don't even carry it. Huh. Ain't that funny? I have a card from PenFed as well. Do I not carry that card? PenFed card? I don't think I do. I don't. I have a PenFed card that has another. Oh, here it is. Oh, this ain't even the one. This one is 10,000 on the cash rewards, but I have a regular rewards card from them that has 25,000. Another 25,000. So that's $50,000 worth of limit between those two cards alone. Um, and I think once I got those like big limits, it made it easier for American Express to give me credit. KG609, what's going on, man? What is going on in the field? Appreciate you stopping through, man. So that's what's been going on. Working on still the stuff that I talked about in the old videos. Working on credit, building credit stuff. I feel like I'm where I want to be credit wise. Like I can go get all these prestigious, the Chase trifecta and Chase and Amex are like those prestigious kind of cards. I'm a member of a credit group on Facebook. That's really interesting because that keeps me in the know about what's going on in the credit card world. Sign up bonuses and all that stuff like that. The one thing about getting business credit cards is the sign up bonuses are way more than they are for. I think the sign up bonus for the old lady's pink card was it 60,000 after you spend 4,000 in 3 months, right? No, 6 months. They gave her 4,000. You had to spend $4,000 in the first 6 months, and you would get like 60,000 points. The gold business card, the pink card is the gold card. They just make it pink. So, but the gold business card was was it the same? 60,000, but you had to spend $10,000 in 3 months. So you had half the time and more than double the amount of spend that you had to do to get that little bit of money or points. Um, Man, I wish I would have had it earlier because I made some big purchases before I had that card. I bought this laptop that I'm streaming on. I bought a brand new MacBook Pro, and that was 52 or $5,400 all in one pop. So that would have gave me half the $10,000 spend right there if I would have waited on that. These monitors were 12 or $1,500 a pop, and I got two of them. So that would have gave me 3 grand. That puts me at 8,000 right there. This is all within the last year. So I would have only needed 2 grand, and all the other business, like all that recurring business expense um, stuff. I have a virtual office that I pay for every month, and all that stuff like that. The cars are in the business name, um, so the monthly payments there, all the gas. Um, so it would have been easy to hit that spend then, but like I said, hindsight is 2020. I didn't think I would ever get well, not ever. I didn't think I would be getting an American Express card anytime in the future. But that's enough of that. Talking about credit cards. Um, Streams of income. Definitely agree, Kiana. Got to get your streams of income up. I'm still getting my streams of income. I feel like the investing is, while it's not a stream of income, it is making money for me. Um, I'm invested pretty heavy in the tech sector. Tesla is still a very large holding for me, um, but I have faith in that. I've done so much research into Tesla. Like people don't even realize it's so much more than the cars. Tesla is doing. They have the solar part of it, right? Even within the cars, people so discount the autonomous driving. Um, piece of the business, and their Dojo supercomputer that they're using, and now they're processing. Um, their neural net is processing video instead of um, frames. 2D frames. They're processing 3D video and getting um, what is it? I can't think of the big words. Like trajectory, getting better at knowing what an object is. Like this is a dog. This is an adult human. This is a baby. All three of those could be moving, but having the understanding that a dog is very unpredictable in its movements compared to an adult human, and compare that to a baby. You know, they can all three be moving in one direction, but the dog is probably more unpredictable to be to continue going in that same direction as a human is. So those types of things, man, they're like they're gonna blow it out the water when it comes to autonomous driving, and people like have no idea. Like they're so under the radar with that. Like people know, oh yeah, Tesla, yeah, they'll drive kind of drive itself on the freeway, right? Yeah, but they're doing their beta uh, that is out right now um, is doing city street driving, reading stop signs, street lights, and driving in the city, like downtown type driving. Um, it's only out to like 2,000 people right now, but they're getting ready to release it to like a million cars. So that is going to exponentially accelerate the neural net learning. I mean, I can go deep into all all that stuff. The power generation plays, you know, Delvin, what's going on? Popping through the spot. So all of that makes me a bull on Tesla, like long term, stock wise, you know. So it's all good. Kiana, I appreciate you rocking with me. It's been 50 minutes. Kevin popped through late. I'm probably gonna jump off of here soon. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. But that was one of the reasons why I wanted to purchase a Tesla was because I wanted to participate in that beta. Like that's my kind of thing. Like I dig that kind of stuff a lot. Uh, I went in and bought. I just bought this dealio, old machine Mark III, MK3. I had the version one when it came out. This was when I was going to college for audio production. I had bought a machine, was making beats, all that good stuff, and then I bought it again. Business expense. Why is that a business expense? A beat machine, man. Because for my YouTube videos, I am going to make my own music, my own intro music, or sound beds underneath that goes. And I use the videos to help promote the business, right? So that's a business expense. Boom. All these things, my CPA is like, boy, you really got a creative mind. I said, yeah, man. Anything that's electronic can become a business expense if I use it for research and development. I just bought August door locks, right? So the you can lock your doors from your phone, or we have Alexa. We can lock and unlock the doors from Alexa as well. We can check on the status of if the door is locked at night. You jump in bed at night, you're like, man, did I lock the front door, or did I lock the back door? Right? You can just ask Alexa, and she'll tell you, checking, and then she'll come back and say the front door is locked. So if I wanted to write some type of skill for Alexa skill for that, right, for a network of August locks within the house, I can purchase those August locks to do my research and development on building an Alexa skill for that, right? And then those locks become business expenses. So I had to explain this to my CPA, and he's like, "Well, you are correct." And so pretty much anything that I want to play with or mess around with that is electronic and able to be accessed, over the internet, um, can be a business expense for me if I so choose for it to be, right? So that's the deal there. Same thing. Think about writing some trucking software, right? In the trucking industry. So to do that, I might just need a truck. Might just need a truck to run a little small trucking operation that I can practice using my software on, right? That I'm custom writing for the trucking industry. I may just so happen to know a company that has a truck down in Texas that needs to be moved here to Vegas, and they might be willing to sell that truck to my software company. Therefore, moving that truck from Texas to Nevada so that it can be worked on and put to work so I can test how my trucking software works in a working operational trucking business may very well be a tax write-off for a software development company paying to have a truck towed from Texas to Las Vegas. Wow. Wow. And that's not an electronic that's hooked to the internet. So I digress. Anyway, truck bought by the business, 6,000 pound rule. You already know. We talked about that a little bit before. Why I keep buying the old lady SUVs. And why I'm buying a Tesla. Um, that 6,000 pound rule comes in handy when it's tax time. Oh, when it's tax time. Kevin, no, R&D. Tax write-off all day long. See, R&D. Tax write-off all day long. Oh, man. Black Knight Quiet Storm with the 808s. You already know, man. You already know. I literally just unboxed this last night, sitting at the kitchen table, and I haven't even made anything on it yet. So this is way fancier than the Mark One that I had. This is I skipped Machine 2 and now they got Mark 3. Now they have Machine Plus, which is a standalone. You don't even have to hook it to the computer anymore. But it's like twice the price. This thing costs 650, I think, 650. Basically 700 once you add the tax. And the standalone was like 1,400 bucks, 13.99. I was like, there's no way I'm paying double the price just to not have to hook it to the computer. I sit in front of a computer all day long. It's easy enough for me to boop, plug in a little USB and get to work. So I don't mind that at all. Kelvin says I have a holding company with many businesses coming up this year. I know all the tax advantages. That is it, man. That's what it's about. It's not about how much money you can make. It's about how much money you can keep. A wise man once said that. It's about how much money you can keep. If you make $1 million, but you got to give 980,000 of it to Uncle Sam away. You ain't no better than a guy that's making $40,000. He making more money than you because you only keeping 20, even though you made $1 million. So it ain't what you make; it's what you can keep. Amen to that. I'm all about keeping as much as I can legally. I don't want no trouble with the I, the R, and the S. Not at all. But if they tell me that there is a legal way that I can keep that money in my business and not give it to them, I will research and develop all day long. I will put signage on my vehicles and drive them around as advertising in my business and stopping by any local clients that I have all day long. I will use this machine Mark III to make music for my YouTube videos, which I use to advertise my business all day long. So, but that's it. I mean, I don't want to talk about stuff anymore. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. KG609, Kiana, of course, the main reason why I'm here making this video. Um, we're gonna get back into it. I'm gonna start making some more videos. I'm gonna lay out stuff like some of the stuff I talked about in a more concise, organized way with some visuals. Like we can talk about the credit thing and the credit card game because I think that's valuable information. Because I'm someone that came from a 400 something credit score to having a credit score in the 700s now, which I never, I never thought would happen. And just detailing that journey and what it takes to get credit cards. Somebody that's filed for bankruptcy before, you know, got a BK on my credit report still from when I was broke. It'll be falling off here shortly. It does stay on there for 10 years, buddy. You best believe that. Um, but I've been at the bottom. I was broke. I was born broke. I was broke for 25 years of my life. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars in a 3 year period from 25 to 28. And then I went broke again, like broke. So it was doing that when I went broke again. I had to file for BK on all that stuff I had acquired during those 3 short years, not thinking that the money would ever stop and spending every penny of it because I thought it would never stop. And then when I got in this situation with um, developing and programming, we went back up to where we surpassed what we did in those 3 short years. But I'm trying to take it even bigger. So, and hopefully you guys will be there along the way because this is gonna be an interesting year. Getting the trucking thing up and going uh, as a stream of income and kind of fumbling through it on my own, I guess. I don't know. I'm a partnership guy. I like doing things in partnerships. Um, I don't know, but maybe I got to bump my head on this one and figure it out. So we'll see. I have a couple key players in my corner there. We'll just see how it goes. But step number one is moving the truck and getting it here to Vegas and then getting it fixed up. And that's going to take quite a while. But hey, that's something I can shoot videos on and show y'all. I'm about to invest in some camera equipment too so I can shoot stuff on the move, not just sit here in front of this computer on a webcam and or use my cell phone to shoot videos. We're gonna get a legit camera, legit microphone. I'm gonna get a shotgun mic. Um, I just watched a video on Meet Kevin's studio setup. I still can't compete with that. He has like a $6,000 Roland switching machine. I can't do all of that yet, but we're gonna get it going. Kelvin says, give us some time. We can partner up on something. That would be cool. Hey, I like partnerships, man. Like I said, it spreads the load. You just got to find the right partner. One that's strong in areas that you're weak in, and that you're strong in areas that they may be weak in. And then that's kind of the perfect partnership. If uh, if you're good at executing plans, all right, cool. My headphones just died, so I had to plug them up. If you're good at executing plans, but your partner is good at coming up with plans but not executing them, then stuff like that makes a good partnership. But we shall see. I give you game on e-commerce. I'm really coming up on that. I dig it, man. We'll hit the chat on that. Stay in contact. But I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it for the night. I hear activities going on. I gotta figure out what's going on in my house. So I'll talk to all of y'all later. I appreciate you hanging out. This was good to get back on. So we right at an hour. I figure that's a good time to go. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.